if you happen to be down in the big smoke like I was this weekend to see the mighty Iron Maiden, if you're travelling back up north, just as you come through the Johnston Hill tunnels, and flying down, there's an off-ramp. You can take it to the left, takes you to the old historic town of Puhoi. Puhoi, that's right, Puhoi. Many years ago, that was sort of the turn-off you'd take, and you'd, either way, north or south, you could take the turn-off to Puhoi, and you could whip in there, and there's a historic pub down there called the Puhoi Pub. Yeah, not too flashy with their names or anything down there, but it's a Puhoi Pub. They call themselves a bohemian community down there. I guess back in the day there was probably a lot of like hippies and that, because it was close to Auckland, but it was out in the country, and yeah, so they sort of hid themselves away down there, and there's a lot of sort of arty farty people that live down there. It's a fucking nice looking place. So they build this fucking motorway to bypass, well, it doesn't bypass it because you were bypassing it anyway, but they build the motorway, and now if you go on take the off ramp to go to Puhoi, they're like, because you've gone to Puhoi, you must now drive this fucking horrible road all the way through to Warkworth before you can get back on the even more horrible road to come to Northland. Yeah. And if you want to go to Puhoi, you have to go off the motorway as you're heading south at Warkworth, and you're not allowed to use the motorway if you want to go to the Puhoi Pub. You have to drive the horrible road all the way to the Puhoi Pub. Then when you finish there, you can drive back out and you can get back on the motorway, but you're not using the new bit, you're going to use the old bit and go straight through to Auckland. Yeah, so it's a bit of a bastard getting to Puhoi now. Yeah. But anyway, the Puhoi Pub makes its own beer, and it is called, surprisingly, Puhoi Beer. Now, I've been to the pub, I've had the Puhoi Beer on tap there. It is great, like Tony the Tiger says. Great, it's great. But this is in a can. Now, I found this in a little town called Wellsford. Now, Wellsford is just this side, the north side of Warkworth. Yeah, and this was in a chiller down there. I have not seen this any further north. So I thought, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to tell people about Puhoi Beer, and if they're heading to Auckland and they want to grab a beer at the Great Puhoi Pub, because it is a fucking fantastic venue, then maybe they want to know what the beer tastes like. So, without further ado and fucking faffing around, we will read the side of the can. Puhoi Beer is a drinkable lager and our version of the classic Czech Pilsner, inspired by the original Bohemian settlers of Puhoi. But I tell you, I'm not just a fucking beer reviewer, I'm a historian. If we were trying to impress you, we might have crapped on. See, this is what I like about it. Might have crapped on about Puhoi Beer being a mix of New Zealand and classic Czech noble hops that provide floral, citrusy and spicy flavours on a light malt base with suitable bready and toasty characters. But we wouldn't want to beer bore you, so let's just say it's bloody tasty. I think this is Heath and Scott. A couple of blokes after my own heart by the sound of it. So let's get this open, get this into an unpretentious glass, because that is what this Czech Pilsner from Puhoi is purporting to be. Look at that, that's pretty damn good. It fills a, well, it fills this glass nicely anyway. Fills this glass nicely. Oh, that's got a really nice malt flavour sniff to it. A very nice malt sniff. Yeah, that's really good. Well, it's got some really good flavour. Really, they say bready. It's got a. You can taste that malt. It's really really nice flavoured malt. It's light, obviously, a light malt, but the flavour is quite substantial. Compare it to that Peroni shit that I drank last week. Yeah, the malt flavour in this very, very, very strong. And the hops, you get that bitterness right at the start, which tapers off. It's fucking really lovely. Compliments to the chef. There you go, that's a fucking great beer. There used to be an old digger there behind the counter, behind the bar, and bus trips used to come in and he'd be there fucking yelling and screaming at everybody. He was a dag. Yeah, I don't think he's around anymore, because the last time I was in there, the barman behind the bar was pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's Puhoi Beer from Puhoi. So either see if you can grab this somewhere. I know you can get it online, or you can get it at the pub. And if you're on your way down to Auckland or coming back up to visit us in the north here, take that detour, drop into Puhoi, get yourself a beer, and then fortunately you have to drive the horrible road back. That was terrible, dog. Do not do that again, Barry. Don't do that again. Yeah, you have to drive the horrible road as a consequence, but worth it. Here you go, there's another beer review from the BeerSarge.